Today we're going to remake one of the biggest songs of all time. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran has been streamed over 3 billion times thanks to a couple of genius music production techniques that I'm going to show you how to use in 1 hour. And at the end, you can download the final Logic Pro project and stems for free down below. I know you're going to be surprised by some of the percussion in the song, so let's get into it. Stopwatch, 3, 2, 1, go! Move the BPM to 96, create a softer instrument, search marimba, African marimba, and the lead line goes like C sharp E, C sharp C sharp E, C sharp C sharp E, C sharp D sharp C sharp B. Command A to select the notes, Q to quantize, Command D to duplicate the track, Y to open up the library, search marimba again. Let's go with normal marimba. And the second line is G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, A, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp. Much better that time. Q to quantize, but let's bring down the strength to about 60. You get a lovely flam effect if the notes don't hit perfectly at the same time. Really thickens it out. Command D for another marimba track, and that goes like C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, A, B, B, B. Haha, sounds so nice. Create a new instrument, search for djembe, neon. I think that might work. Option, click and drag down the bass notes. Great, that adds a lot. Command D, that track, and Option, click down the lead as well. So much more percussive. Really getting there now. Shift click to the top track. Shift Command G to create a group track. Isotope, vinyl on the group track. Bring down the dust. I'm pretty sure we can hear a bit of vinyl warp on those marimbas. So warp to about 30. And a tiny bit of mechanical noise for some of that lovely vinyl hiss. It will get to the next level when we have the percussion to back it up. 18 minutes, 23 seconds. That took far too long. But at least we have the foundation of our track. Great. Audio track. We need a microphone and a acoustic guitar. First, let's record. That second one sounds pretty good. So shorten it and move that sample to the first beat of every bar. And don't forget to fade it in and out. Perfect. Command D and record a snare. Shorten it to the first two. Option, click and drag across. Sounds pretty good. Command D, I'm recording hi-hats. I think the first half was pretty good. That sounds so good. Command D that one. Grab your pick and record in. The first half sounded good again. That sounds really cool. Let's put this back for a second. Create an audio track. And I'm going to drag in a count kick, 2 count claps, and the count side stick. Command D to give them their own audio track. Option, click and drag the kick across to match the guitar kick. Move clap 1 to line up with the first snare hits. Clap 2 can line up with the second snare hits. That sounds really cool. And the side stick can also line up with the second snare hits. I love that the claps and the side stick's natural reverb stops here when the kick hits. So it feels like it opens up and then closes on the kick. It really adds to the overall rhythm. That's so good. Option C, count samples, yellow, guitar samples, orange, and the marimba can be red. Perfect. Shift Command G to group them together. 36 minutes, 15 seconds. I need to move faster. Going to need a good bit of time for those BVs. Great. Audio track, acoustic guitar, and follow the chords. Pan that one left, Command D, and pan the next one right. Two-finger click to chop that one and move it into time. Command D and put this one down the middle. Woo! Command F, turn on flex pitch, change from slicing to rhythmic. Now we can click and drag our chords into time. Flex pitch is so good. Shift Command G for a guitar group. "44 minutes, 7 seconds. Let's keep this pace up. Create a new software instrument. Let's go for Ultra Beat, Drum Kits, Boutique 808. And our bass goes C sharp, C sharp, F sharp, F sharp, A, B, B. Functions, MIDI transform, fix note length, select and operate, and we can also fix velocity, select and operate. So all the bass notes are even in length and in volume. Let's make its attack a little bit longer and shorten the release as well. Present day production, Compressimo, which is a free compressor plugin. Without it, and then with, giving it a bit more beef. Command S to save. 47 minutes, 32 seconds. We're really running tight for time now. Great. Guitar. Let's stick with the Brit and clean. And that goes like... We can make that work. Open the amp, bring down the gain, and up with the master. Much better. Bus 10. Reverb. Space Designer. Full wet. No pre-delay. Around 700 milliseconds. That sounds pretty good. Command D. I'm recording repeated notes. 2-finger click on that pan, stereo pan, and let's bring it up to 1 point and pan it a tiny bit left. Command D and pan this one a tiny bit right. Shift Command G to create a group. Grab everything. Option click and drag across. And grab everything again. And let's have those 2 sections 3 times. And we can Control M so that the instruments are coming in one by one. 53 minutes, 50 seconds. Great. Audio track. Let's record BVA. Shorten it. Option click and drag across. Command D for BVB. Super. Command D. BVC. And we've panned those around our head. 30 right, 30 left, then middle, 10 right, 10 left. Beautiful. Option C, color them purple. Nearly 56 minutes. Let's double that up an octave. Pan that one 18 left. Command D. Pan this one 18 right. A few more. Those two are 45 left and 45 right. And the last ones are pan left and right. Simply beautiful. Shift Command G so we have a BV group. Throw some of the short reverb on that. And we can also make a bus 11 with the same reverb, but we can make this reverb a little bit longer. Layers and reverb make such a difference. Okay, last 2 minutes. Create a new audio track. I think I know the lyrics for this one. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. We can make it work. Command D, double vocal high. And then my bed sheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Ooh, a bit high. Cut out some of the low mids as it builds up a lot with vocals. One compressor taking only the loudest transients. A second compressor doing just a tiny bit of gentle compression. A de-esser. I'm in love with the shape of you. A cheeky EQ. We push and pull like a magnet do. To boost some of the high frequencies. And then our short and long reverb. Double click, flex pitch. Turn on, change from slicing to flex pitch, and then we can tune these notes if we want to. And you can lower the vibrato as well, which makes it a little bit more robotic. I'm in love with your body. It works. Option C, some more colors, and that's time. Boom. Oh, I love breaking down pop tracks like this. It just reminds us that we don't need to overcomplicate things if we want to get a #1 track. Shout out to my wonderful patrons over on Patreon. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right, will you sing the lead vocal live? I'd be rude not to. Here we go. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling in two. I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room. And then my bed sheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. What a tune. You can learn more about Ed's songwriting and production by learning how to remake 2-step right here. There's lots of great drumming and percussion tips in there, so I'd highly recommend watching it. Hope you're keeping well. Cheers.